Yo, what's going on? I wasn't supposed to drop the beat there. Dang it. I'm all out of whack. Let's start over. Yo, what's going on, gamers? Your boy mav-rik here, back with that daily dose. There we go. Now the beat drops. This is the series for those that may be new, where I do my best to get to know you guys. You guys get to know me as well. Reach imav@gmail.com. Ask me anything you want. Just be clear with the subject line. Of course, if you ask something stupid, it's definitely going to get skipped, especially with all the emails we got to go through now. I'm sitting on over 1,000 emails. I don't know past that because that's as far as my email will track. We're still answering questions off of November 11th, I believe. Actually, let's find the emails first. But I see some people asking in the comment section, so so much scrolling. Yes, we are still off of November 11th as far as questions we are answering. All right. So appreciate y'all. We're going to try and fly through this episode. Got a lot I'm trying to get done. We are planning on streaming tonight, or I'm planning on streaming tonight. Most likely will happen. If not, wifey did wake up a little bit sick today. Having a lot of bad body aches, having trouble moving, really sleepy, low energy. So if she's feeling better today, for sure, she usually does. She's usually able to bounce back. Just need to rest earlier in the day. So if everything goes smooth, I am going to live stream tonight. Twitch.tv/imav-rik. Link might be in the description. If it's not, it's just the same as this YouTube link. Just take out YouTube and put twitch.tv/imav-rik. All right. Yeah, let's try and fly through this because this might not be the longest of episodes. But I say that at the beginning of yesterday's episode, and it was one of the longest episodes. So don't worry, we'll see. And I'm a little bit sick, so you might hear me like sniffing snot and all kinds of nasty stuff. Apologies. And I hold my throat sometimes because my throat be feeling weird, and I don't know if it's just mental, but when I hold it, it makes talking feel better when I'm reading. That's weird though, because like when I'm just normally answering questions, I rarely have to do that. But when I read it, I don't know. Don't judge me. Logan, yo Mav, do you watch Joe Rogan's podcast? Keep the deep vids coming, man. No, I do not watch Joe Rogan's podcast. Never heard of it, never seen it. Know who Joe Rogan is. Cool dude. He's a little wild style for me sometimes. I like his boldness, but sometimes he's just bold in the wrong areas for me. But I guess you guys can say the same thing about me. So shout out to Joe Rogan. I opened the same email. All right. Looks like my man Will. How you doing, Mav? Quick question. What's your favorite Bible verse and why? I answered this in an earlier episode. I really don't have a favorite Bible verse that's always my favorite, really. I kind of have ones that I keep rocking with, but I feel like it always changes for me, just depending on what I'm going through, because I really think speaking God's word is a huge part of overcoming what we're going through, because I really believe in spiritual warfare, and us having to speak God's word and just for victory over some of these things that we're going through, especially in the mental stuff. So I'm always looking up different scriptures on an issue that I'm going through currently in my life, and then I'm always speaking those out when I'm feeling at my weakest, and just speaking that and really just trying to speak my victory as I'm speaking God's word. So it depends. My favorite Bible verse today will be completely different than it might be in 6 months, just depending on the situation I got going on. But good job, Will. Good question. Loren said, when do you go to church, Saturday or Sunday? Good question. I go to church on Sunday and on Wednesday. That's the time I go to church for services, Wednesday and Sunday. There'll be other days in the week where I might be at church for other stuff like practice or creative meeting, but as far as service, Wednesday and Sunday. Look at Matt blowing through these questions like a boss. Title of this email is bullying. Hi Mav, thanks for the videos. I'm struggling with bullying at the moment. What is your advice for dealing with bullies? Keep the vids coming. Love your vids. G1GB. Matt from England. Shout out to them England people. Okay, I wish I knew a little bit more about your situation, because I think bullying can come in different forms. So if anyone is struggling, because I feel like there's a way for me to answer this and not necessarily address your specific situation and how's it going, because there might be certain situations where I might advise you to handle it differently. Now again, again, with all of my advice I try to give you guys, I feel like I have some sort of wisdom at the young age of 24. Do I know it all? No. Will all my advice be the best that you can get in the world? Heck no. Heck no. But, you know, I just want to say that off the top, right? So I always want to give you guys the best advice. So I think I can give advice on stuff like this? Yeah. You know what I mean? If my brother came to me with advice like this, I'd give him advice. Have I been through the school system and everything? Yes. Have I been a victim of bullying in the school system? No. Do I know the mindset of bullies? Was I friends with bullies? And do I feel like I understand this bullying situation and how to get through it? Yeah, I do. I think I got some good advice on it. So just with that being said. So I think the most powerful word, man, and I'm learning this so much more and more every day. The 4-letter word love. That word, I'm just really, and I'm so mad because I wish I would have learned this years ago, right? Which is the case with a lot of things, but I don't think a lot of you guys realize the power in love. And so many of these bullies are just screaming love. Now, this is very new for me. And you guys have kind of seen this transformation in my channel. But love is just a new concept for me. Just growing up, I was very confrontational. And if anyone approached me, now I was never like a bully. I never started things with people. And so I never was like starting stuff with people. But if anyone gave me just a hint of drama, of negativity, of hatred, of anything, I was ready to match that and multiply it by 10s. Like, you came at me on a scale from 1 to 10, you came at me at a 5, I was coming at you with a 10, 12, 13. I was just trying to crush your existence, man. Like, I was just very confrontational. So as I started reading God's word and going to church and hearing these sermons on love, it was just hitting me, man. I was being convicted so hard, and I was slacking in the love category, and I still need to make improvements in areas, and I'm talking every area of my life. I was slacking in love when it came to my marriage and my interaction with my wife. I was struggling in love when it came to my kids and being a parent, struggling in love when handling my parents, handling my little brother, my older brother, my viewers, haters, my enemies. I was just really struggling to operate in love in almost every area of my life, and I've improved a lot, and I'm just so blown away by the results. And I'm telling y'all need to get on this love train, man. And here's the thing, love has so much power. Love has the power to lift people up when they're down, and then when people are high on like some mad, angry, hostile stuff, it has the ability to just diffuse that and bring them down to a level where you can actually deal with them, right? Love is so powerful. I just can't stress that enough. So and that's why the Bible talks about love so much. Now, my bad, y'all, my sinuses are really getting me. I'm getting like lightheaded. So with that being said, I feel like crap. I'm gonna have to take a nap before I'm gonna have to rest before my stream. Alright, so when we're talking about love, right? I've seen it do so many crazy things. So that's my first thing. You should always, now my answer is gonna get a little bit rough around the edges in a little bit. You're gonna see some old man, but I gotta start it by saying that, man, love has done so much in my life lately, and I've seen it turn so many hostile situations around into where God was able to get the glory. It's been so amazing. So first, I want to start by just try to exercise love in the situation as much as possible. Now, again, I don't know the specifics of it because you didn't give me a whole lot of details, but whether they're trying to physically bully you, verbally bully you, they're just trying to really keep you down, try and operate in love, okay, as much as you can. And so despite what they're doing to you, try and show them the utmost respect, try and love them through it. Now, there is a point where some stuff you just got to ignore. You got to learn when to fly high, right? You know, there's some stuff where people, a lot of bullies too, and a lot of haters mainly, they'll try and pull you down because they don't want to see you fly high, so they're going to try and pull you down to their level, because there is a low level of interaction, right, where people will they just live in negativity, they live in drama, they live in strife, they live in mediocrity. They just live in this level, this low level, and they want to try and pull you down to it. And as you just feed into that and give them what they want, right? So if you're just feeding into these bullies and just letting them get you upset, you're going down to their level and they're winning. So and of course, often we all get mad. Sometimes we want to get back at bullies, right? And we want to get back at haters. Some of the best things you can do is just to fly right over them, because that's what's going to piss them off even more. They try to say these things about you to pull you down. They want to lower your self-esteem. They don't want you feeling good about yourself. And so as they say these things, you just let them bounce off you and you fly over. That's the worst pain that you could give them, right? You just take all the haters that I've had over the years of my channel, right? The people that just let these mean comments like, you'll never do this, oh, your videos are stupid, how can people do this, oh, I hate you, oh, you're this, oh, you're fake, oh, you're dumb, all that stuff, right? And I actually started my channel just I feel like crap, man. I started my channel just really mirroring all those people. I was just bickering back and forth with them, getting into drama and all that stuff. And I think they loved it. Like, yeah, I mean something to them. I got his attention. And as I've grown and I've learned, as they've just hated on me, right? The worst thing for them, right, is all the people that literally hate me. As you know, you guys and myself, the whole Maverick fan, we just flew right on by to 100,000, and then we're gonna keep flying to the next benchmark, right? And we just fly by it. And so that's a very good strategy too. But you always want to try. And so and you could argue too, sometimes that is walking in love. But when I'm talking walking in love, and you guys see it, you guys have seen this on my channel in a smaller extent. It's not the same. It's the internet. Issues aren't really that big on the internet, right? Because, you know, you turn the internet off, issues gone, right? You're getting into an argument with someone on YouTube, you close the video, argument's over, right? You go on with your life. But you guys have seen in the YouTube comments, you know, some people will come at me really crazy, really hostile, really mean, saying really hurtful things, and I'll just respond in love, and then their reply to my comment, it's like they're a new person. Sometimes they apologize, sometimes they're like, man, oh, okay, you're right, you know what, and I love your videos. And it's like, what? And that's the power of love. It just diffuses all that, and then you get to really see what that person's about, okay? And so the same goes with your situation, right? As these people are constantly doing things to hate them, you constantly do things to exercise love. Say nice things to them. Try and actually talk to them. Try and understand them. That's the biggest thing. You got to realize some of these people that hate the most, that bully the most, that do these most hurtful things, they just don't know how to deal with the pain that they got in their own life. You know what I mean? So many people that came at me and have been jealous and envious and hateful towards me because they got some real life stuff going on in their life and they just don't know how to deal with it. And then so when you take the time to love them and try to understand what they're going through, you can actually be a blessing to their life, right? And so all right, and I'm kind of rambling and I'm feeling like crap too, so let me try and bring this back into a nicely structured answer. So first, I think love should start it off. So just try and love them. And as you're loving them, try to understand them. Understand what they're going through. A lot of people they're going through divorce. They're not getting any love at home. And so they just don't know how to give it out to people. And so love and understanding should be very big there. Now I'm about to this answer's about to go a certain way in a little bit, but I just want to, we got to start with that. And then I'm telling you, I don't know what grade you're in, but I'll tell you this: one of the most mature decisions I've ever made was to let go of the idea of even being punked. That's something that got me and held me back for years, even as I was an adult, right after I graduated high school. And I got so many friends that are still like this, but like the idea of getting punked is one of the most immature things I've ever held on to in my life. And I shared the experience where I was ready to fight a little Arab dude at the hat store because I feel like I got punked because he wouldn't let my wife use a pen. So I'm to the point now where I operate in so much love and I care so little about that, and I've matured so much. I get punked all the time. People say so many mean things to me and so many mean things about me and flip me off in traffic and are rude to me in person, and I don't do anything back. I just fly over it. I don't do anything. And by my old terms, I was a little B-word. I was getting punked, right? And as you grow and you mature, and it's really hard for you to see this when you're a youngster, but those are really the most mature people, man. Now, punked, so I've eliminated that from my vocabulary, right? I've just accepted, all right, I'm a punk. I get punked. And my life has been so much better, so much stress-free, so much, I've removed so much drama from my life. I've reached a new level of happiness and peace in my life that I can't even fathom how I was like that in the past. So anyone struggling with that, you really need to learn to get over that. And it is hard when you're actually in school, because that whole school system and your peers, they perpetuate that. That's what they're all about. Like, oh, he said that, you're going to let him punk you. And so you really have to grow to the point where you realize, oh my God. And after high school, most of the people that matter to you now and what they say and your peers and everything won't matter a bit. In the grand scheme of your life, it means nothing. And impressing those people means nothing. And y'all need to get that through your head. I was a cool kid that stood out. Like, I wasn't afraid to do my own things, but I still didn't even understand it like I do today. And I wish I could go back and just really live it like I do now. But so you got to realize, man, their opinion doesn't matter. So eliminating punked and that need to not be punked from your vocabulary is game changing. Someone calls you a B word and says you ain't ish. Dang, man, I'm sorry you feel that way. Why you feel that way? Oh, I just do, blah blah blah, cause of this. Well, it's like, man, I'm sorry I pissed you off. I didn't mean to, man. I don't want any issues with you, man. I'm trying to walk in love. So is there anything I could do to fix whatever I did to hurt your feelings? And when someone's coming at you wild style in high school, they're gonna be like, nah, man, let's go. Nah, I don't like you. No, wait, but why? Like, I'm just telling you, man, I don't want no problems. I don't want to fight you. So whatever you're looking for, you win. You win. If anything, I just want us to talk through it so we can get to some level of understanding. Maybe we could even be friends, but I don't want no problems with you, man. So if that's what you're looking for, I'll let you know right now, you win. I don't have any issues with you. And then they're in this place, and I've actually had a few people hit me with that when I was on my hostile grind, and it kind of makes you look real stupid. You even feel stupid. You like, well, all right, I'm feeling real immature right now. I'm feeling mad immature right now, right? And so that's the whole vibe I'm on now, just walking in love. And understanding is a big part of that. Trying to understand them. It's like, sorry, dang, you're really mad at me right now. And if you legit did something to them that pissed them off, and maybe you are in the wrong and that's the reason they're bullying you now, it starts with you apologizing and manning up and be like, you know what? I said something to you. It pissed you off. I just want to let you know I apologize. I was wrong for that. So you gotta remove your pride, right? Walking in love, sometimes we'll think that everyone that's attacking us is doing it for no reason and that we didn't do anything wrong, right? So you might have to be like, you know what? I thought about it and I was wrong. I'm sorry what I said. I take it back. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it to get to this point. And I just want to let you know that I was wrong and I messed up. And I'm going to do my best to fix that, not just with my interaction with you, but with everyone. That's a flaw. It's something I got to work on. I'm sorry. But, I just want to say that to you, and I want to move past it. And then you just diffuse it from there, too. So y'all got to realize that most of the stuff in school most of the violence in school is unnecessary. All the fights and stuff you see, it's usually off of someone talking ish, right? I can't tell you how many fights started with, hey, I heard you were talking ish. You know what I mean? And if you were talking ish, you could be like, you know what, I was, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. Dang. Oh, well, okay. And then boom, situation done. So now, with that being said, I do think there needs to be a level of prep and a level of readiness. Something my brother taught me when I was younger, going up into like middle school, because that's when things got real for me. I was introduced to like people were having sex, people were doing drugs, there was gangs, violence. That was like the culture shock for me in middle school, and of course going through high school and up into college, it just got worse and worse. And so one thing he told me is, he was like, Dion, as Williams, as Williams in this family, this man in this family, we always come in peace, always. But at the same time, we're always ready for war. We come in peace, but we stay ready for war. Also, to co-sign that, my mom used to always be like, boy, if you ever start a fight, I will beat the brakes off you. I ever get called up to your school, she told me this from my elementary days, if I ever get called up to the school because you started a fight, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. Boy, look at me. I'm going to beat the brakes off you. At the same time, if I get called up to the principal's office because you got beat up and someone was bullying you, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. So you're going to get 2 beatings. Don't ever start a fight. But if someone starts a fight with you, you better finish it. So with that being said, that mindset that I carried myself through, and that's the thing too, with Christians, we got to realize that we walk in peace. We need to have the spirit of meekness. We walk in love, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you're a punching bag, right? You know, at the same, and so there's a level of me trying to interact with people in love always. That's always how I start things. I want to move in love, but there's some people that just need to get flat out ignored. Some people that need to flat out get blocked. If they're just saying crazy things to me, I don't just sit there and be a punching bag and let you talk crazy to me. I'm talking about internet interaction, right? You get blocked. If it's face to face, I'm always trying to walk in love with you. You're still saying mad disrespectful things to me. Cool. I'm cool with that. There's nothing you can say to me. You can talk about my wife. You can talk about my kids. It was really unfortunate that you feel that way. My family ain't done nothing to you. Again, I'm talking in person now. People can say all the things. They can call my wife whatever. They can call my kids whatever. I'm cool with that. But I'm still ready for war at that point. You're not going to put your hands on me. So I'm not the dude that you just going to slap around and I'm just like, oh, I love you. Oh, no, don't hit me. You slap me, I'm knocking you out. I'm telling you. I'm coming back with everything I got. I'm throwing my whole body into that. You know what I mean? Not a punching bag. Not a punching bag. With that being said, and I've been slacking on it, but I need to do it. I'm not against Christians owning guns, owning firearms. You know what I mean? Of course, what you do, a lot of people do the wrong things with guns, but having a gun in the house to protect your family, I'm with that. I'm all about that. And so, because it's not thou shalt not kill, it's thou shalt not murder, but that's a whole nother video. And so, so that being said too, I think you always, and so I'm giving this part of the advice because this is how I'm raising my girls. Ready for peace. I mean, coming in peace, but prepared for war. My oldest daughter is in jiu-jitsu right now. She nice too. She's doing really good, and my girls are naturally tall because I mean I'm 5'11", so I'm not tall, but I'm not short. And but my wife is tall. She's like 5'9", so that's pretty tall for a girl. And so my girls are growing up pretty tall too. Like they're in like the 90th to 75th percentile with their height right now. So they gonna have that John Jones reach. Y'all gonna get hit with a kick, and they gonna be jabbing and bop, bop, like. But see, I'm preparing them because there are some just flat out evil people, and there is the very rare situation where you might find yourself in a situation where you have to defend yourself. I'm 24 right now, and I can't think of any situation where I had to. Again, I've been in violent situations, but it wasn't because I had to. You know what I mean? A lot of the situations I've been in could have been diffused easily. I just wasn't about that life, right? I wasn't trying to diffuse jack. And so, but at that same time, I'm not someone that walks around fearful, right? If a situation were to get to that, and I can't have my girls walking around in that same light. I can't have them being fearful. So they're prepared in case they get into that situations, but they're not there. They're not going to be in jiu-jitsu, and I'm gonna get them in a little bit of everything just so that they're rounded. Just in case situations pop off, right? And so with that being said, if you're skinny, I think you should maybe get into some lifting weights. If you just fear like physical contact, get up into some boxing, get into something just to get you over that, and for those situations, not so that when someone steps to you, you could immediately punch them in the face, but just so that if you try everything and you try to walk in love and someone is really intent on hurting you, that you can defend yourself. I mean, you look at the internet today in the era of World Star, right? You've seen some really bad fights. I mean, there's fights where people are convulsing, there's brain damage, there's fights at the end and you're wondering, dang, did that person die? Someone might, it's horrible the day and age that we live in. This is why you should avoid the fights. Because no matter how prepared you are, there's always going to be someone that's more prepared than you. There's always going to be someone that can't no one beat everyone up, right? There's always going to be someone that's going to get someone. And then we live in a day and age with a lot of violence with guns and weapons and all that stuff too. So this is why you just want to avoid them in general if you can. But there may be that situation. And you don't know that it might just end with a simple fight. Someone might punch you a few times and then walk away. That might get you onto the ground where you are unconscious and they might not stop punching you. And that's a sad reality. You see it in schools and everything. And so because I know that's out there, my girls are prepared. They're not going to be the ones that's getting punched out, right? And so, and there are some situations. You might be one of the smaller kids. You might be one of the skinnier kids. I still think there's stuff for you to do, man. Like I was in Wing Chun for a little bit. Very, very lit. I'm not no master with it or nothing, but I'm just so weird. If y'all knew the different ranges that I've taken my knowledge, it'd be weird. I've then got into so many different things, and that's why I can answer some of these questions and then even just caught off guard, off the cuff. Like I don't pre-read these answers. I usually have answers for most of these things because I've studied a lot of different things. But I was in this martial arts called Wing Chun for a little bit. It got a little bit weird, and if you really get deep into it, it went against some stuff that I don't rock with as a Christian, but just the actual martial arts part of it was crazy. And my Sifu, which is like instructor, right? But my Sifu was this little dude. I mean, if I saw him anywhere on the streets, I would think I would beat the brakes off this dude. He was, I don't know, maybe like 5'5", like 5'6", pudgy little Mexican dude. Nothing intimidating about him. I'm telling you. This dude came to me talking crap, I would laugh. I'd be like, for real? Because I think I'm about to put that hand speed on him and just tear him up. Bruh, I've seen this in person and in videos of this dude working huge dudes. I actually saw a video of him sparring like I forget. I don't want to misquote because I don't want to lie, but it was somewhere in the ballpark of like 6'8", like 2 something. It was a real big dude. And this dude was using he tore the dude up, right? Tearing the dude's legs up. He whooped the dude. And then just even in classes, he was showing me these different things and how he was. My point is, I think there's something for everybody. And that dude was strong. He just knew how to use his body and different things. He was throwing me around the room, and like I said, this dude was a little dude. So if you're a little guy, I don't think it's bad for you to get into something like that, right? I'm not saying Wing Chun is where it's at, Wing Chun is what it is, but whatever you get into, right? I should probably get back into that though. Anyway, so yeah, I think everyone should be prepared. Like if this was advice I'm giving to my kid, my little brother, you got to be prepared. Like I'm about to get my little brother into some jiu-jitsu stuff as well. But with all that being said, it's just a level of meekness. It's having this power, but not just using it because you have it. Like a horse, right? A horse has so much power. A horse could kick you in the face right now and end your life. But it's got this meekness to it. It's real chill. It's gonna listen to the commands you tell it. It's very calm and whatnot. But you piss that horse off, it'll lean back and kick you in your chest, cave your whole stuff in. You know what I mean? But it's got that power, but it just doesn't go around. You know what I mean? Displaying it. It's like this meekness. And that's how I think you should handle your bully situation. I did a lot of rambling, but I hope I gave you something without knowing your necessary situation. Oh, an update on I think it was Brett. I forgot to mention this. Brett got at me on Twitter, and he was talking about his situation. I think it was Brett. Was Brett the situation where people were slipping mean notes into his locker? Dang, I forget Brett. I think that was Brett's situation. But anyway, he got at me on stream and then ended up getting at me on Twitter. And he was like, yo, I did your advice. And he started walking in love with those people. And he was like, yo, the situation got better. They stopped talking crap. They stopped being mean to me. And so, again, that's a testament to just handling bullying. I'm telling you, 99.9% of the bullying and stuff is going to get diffused with love. I'm telling you. I promise you. I promise you. Now, of course, there's going to be people that say, Mav, I tried love and it didn't work, because they're going to I saw a quote the other day too that was pretty dope. It was like, if you're not sacrificing on your end to some extent, you're probably not truly loving someone. And love isn't they were mean to me today, and so I tried to say one nice thing to me and they told me to shut the F up. Mav, it didn't work. No, love is okay. I tried today, I came back, I'm gonna walk in love tomorrow, I'm gonna walk in love all week, I'm gonna walk in love all month. That's really walking in love. And it may not be a necessarily quick fix. And I've seen that in my life too when it sucks. It's not always a quick fix. It's not. But with that being said, when you take the time to understand someone and still love them, there's not too many people that can continue to still hate you and bully you. So that'd be my advice, man. So to sum it up, love, understanding, but still be ready for war, man. Don't be a punching bag. Get yourself into something so that you're not just walking around fearful. You know what I mean? So even when people are rude to me and stuff in person and I'm walking in love and I'm getting punked, right? Let's say, like, again, I'm doing the air quotes because I don't believe in that anymore. But like the old me would say, Mav, you're getting punked because you're not doing nothing. You're not yelling at them back. You're not getting in their face. I'm getting punked, right? So although I'm getting punked, I'm not doing it because I'm afraid of them. I don't walk around fearful. So yeah, I hope I was clear on that. All right, guys, I feel like crap. I need to take a dang nap. Man, I hope that answered your question. But anyone else that's dealt with bullying in their life or have overcame it, or maybe they were a bully. I mean, just all aspects on bullying. If you have insight, let's leave it in the comment section, man. Let's get some good discussion going on. Let's maybe you were a bully and you can co-sign it. Yeah, man. If someone were to approach me with love right there, it probably would have shook me up too, and I wouldn't have been able to continue to hate that person. Or maybe you dealt with bullying and you overcame it, or just whatever it is. Any there might, and I got some. What's really cool is just getting to connect with people too. I have some older people that watch my Daily Dose episodes too that are full of wisdom too, and I want you guys to share that stuff in the comment section. You know what I mean? If you got some stuff that qualifies you to answer the question too, please leave that in the comment section so people kind of understand who they're reading the stuff from. But yeah, man, I love all that. Some of you guys might have better advice than me, but just with how I'm raising my girls, they won't be soft, but they're gonna be walking in a bunch of love as well. So, question of the day: Have you experienced bullying in any way? Have you experienced bullying in any way in your life, whether it's physical, emotional? And so growing up, I would say no. I've never experienced any physical bullying for a while. As I was making my transition into operating in love and stuff and not being as confrontational, I feel like I was getting bullied a lot, man. Mainly just as I was growing online and stuff, as people would attack me and just say mean things about me. And I was learning to, like, dang, I'm not saying nothing back. I'm just taking the high road, right? And it hurt at first. It was really hard because it was like, dang, how come people are being mean to me and I'm not doing nothing to them, right? Like, even with my whole confrontational mindset, like if no one was messing with me, I wasn't gonna mess with them, right? So I felt bullied. It was like a form of being bullied. And the good thing about stuff like that, y'all, is when you go through different things, when there's pain in your life for some reason, it's almost always an opportunity for you to grow. So you need to just pay attention. And then so it's been a valuable lesson. One is it's allowed me to connect with people and understand the mindset of people that's getting bullied, and that hopeless feeling you could feel at times, like, dang, why? And what's been cool is, so I volunteer at my church and I do altar calls. So a lot of times kids will come back and they'll have different issues they want to pray about, and I've actually dealt with kids that have gone through bullying and stuff, and I could just see the look on their face. And because I've gone through what I've gone through, there's even a better understanding for me now. And so, but yeah, I've never dealt with it in person, like physical bullying. And so I guess that would be my extent of bullying, is like the like the internet stuff of haters and stuff like that. So that's my question of the day. Oh, let's make it deeper. Let's say, what's been your experience of bullying? So I'll just put, have you experienced bullying as a question, but for those that actually watch it, y'all know to expand on it. And how did you handle it? Let me know how you handled it in the comments section. What was the outcome? Is it still something you're knee deep in? Let me know. And then so for me, I learned a really good, valuable lesson. It's basically everything I kicked to you guys at first. Just remember to continue operating in love. One thing I do is I'm big on prayer. Because obviously if you're a Christian too, I would recommend this. I pray for people when I can tell they obviously have something against me, or I'll read a comment and it's just so hostile, and it's like, man, for me it's hard to believe that doesn't come without something being behind it. So I like to pray for the person, right? I'll pray for them, and I've really learned the difficulties, and I've strengthened myself, and I've got to a point where I can love someone and still care for their well-being and pray for their well-being and pray for them and for God to bless them and move in their life and work on their heart despite what they're doing to me. And I've learned the power of just flying over stuff and not getting caught up in all the negativity and the drama, because the old me would have been constantly bickering. Like, I used to reply to every hateful comment I got. Oh, well, I used to reply to every comment, but still, all the haters, I used to argue with them for hours. And you can't tell me I didn't hold me back. It held back my productivity. It would have me walking around in the day just mad at them, thinking of mean things to say to them. So it's been a valuable lesson for me. I'm so much more free. I'm free. I'm happy. I'm positive because I don't entertain stuff. You know what I mean? I just take the high road. So that's my answer to the question of the day. I feel like pure butt, but I think it's because I've been sick, right? And I'm so bad at this. I stayed up late working. And so I think I just need to take a nap. I need to eat. I need to just chill with my wife. She feels like crap too. And so stream is still on. Y'all just make sure you're following me on Twitter. I'll let y'all keep y'all updated if there's no stream. But y'all get the question of the day percolating. Yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Y'all be easy. Till next time. God first. God bless.